All right, Delaney, let's check out your butterfly. All right, so first thing I'm noticing is right when you push off the wall, one very little dolphin kick there. Really work those walls. You want to make sure that you're getting into the habit of taking at least 3 to 4 good dolphin kicks underwater off your walls for freestyle butterfly and backstroke. Underwater kicking has become hugely important in the sport of swimming, and so you don't want to get into the habit of not doing it. Anything you can change now is just going to make you better as you get older and mature and get stronger. Everything looks pretty good. I like the length of your butterfly. I like how relaxed you are coming around. Don't need to bring your hands quite so close together on the entry. I think you can go in shoulder width apart because that's really where you're going to start your catch once you get underwater. So you want to just focus in and make sure that you're not bringing your hands all the way together, because the first thing you have to do then underwater is do that outward skull, and usually that puts your hands in a position that's a little bit uncomfortable and prohibits you from getting right into that high elbow catch underwater. You can see as you start to get tired as you go through the length and you start to breathe more often, you're taking your breath really late in the stroke. So you can see at this point, your head's not even out of the water as your arms start to come around. You really want to take that breath early, because then as you come up this way, your head should be on the way back down already underwater, and your hands should enter after your head. So you want to make sure that you're getting that head back down before your hands come around. You can see here your head is down as your hands are entering, and that's what you want to do even when you're breathing. And you can see in this video of Michael Phelps, he does a really nice job having that chin right along the surface of the water and really getting himself into that chest pressed and having his head enter the water well before his hands as they come around on the recovery. I think if you're able to incorporate that, you can see how low he is in the water. You're going to see some big benefits to what's going on under the water, and set yourself up with that nice chest press. So we'll switch over to the underwater camera. Don't let those hands dive down quite so much. You can see that you're getting your hands in line with your chest, and really what you'd like to see at this point is having let's see if we can pull this back here. Really what you'd like to see is having your chest pressed, but that nice high elbow catch. You can see here Misty Hyman has a fairly flat butterfly, more similar to yours. You can see the difference in the position. Chest is pressed, arms are up, elbows are up high, already in that catch position. It takes a lot of flexibility in the shoulders and a lot of getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. But a good stretch to work on that is to put your hands on either side of a door frame and kind of lean into it so you can get what it feels like to be pressing your chest and keeping your hands near the surface of the water. But the earlier you can get that high elbow catch, the more power you're going to get out of the top of your stroke. And then as you get power from the top of your stroke, it's going to allow you to really accelerate through and make that recovery a lot easier. And you can see there's a nice rhythm, and then when you take a breath, there's a big pause in your kick and what you're doing with your legs. And so you really want to make sure that even when you're breathing, you don't have that big pause. So you can see nice rhythm, and then as you start to take your breath, you can see there's that big pause coming through. Make sure that it's that nice steady 2-beat kick the whole way through. Even when you're breathing, you don't want to have that pause. And try and keep your body right along the surface of the water. You can see here as he's coming up, all the energy is going forward and up. And so you want to have that same kind of energy where you're not having a ton of knee bend and it's not going crazy and coming from the knees. So I think there's a lot of really good things about your butterfly. And I think if you're able to really work that high elbow catch out front and work on your rhythm a little bit more when you're breathing, you're going to see some huge improvements in your training abilities.